Welcome to Birds of Prey Sports, where we weekly cover Ravens and Orioles news. We're your hosts, TJ and Jared. And in this video, we're going to be doing a game recap of the Ravens versus Bengals. A very, very exciting matchup that had, all the Thursday night thriller, just roller coaster emotions that you could ask for in a game, not if you're a Ravens fan, but if you're a regular casual NFL fan that's just looking to watch a great game, it definitely was that. And it was a game that I missed, because I came home late, from school, so I only got to see I only saw up until Derrick Henry's touchdown and made it 21-14. But I watching the highlights, it was electric, and that
Did you
kind of
see his milk duds?
his milk duds? Oh,
Yeah,
oh no. His MDs.
yeah.
But no, I'm glad I didn't see that. But it wants this is a great opportunity to bring me into, the offense and just, talking about how they can just continuing to steamroll defenses, and it's a sight to see, Lamar's running away with the MVP at this point. And he's really, coming into his own. I mean, he's second in passing yards now, under Joe Burrow, and he's just 3 yards behind him with 70 less passing attempts. And I always see people on Twitter, in response to Lamar, let's just say there was a game Lamar threw 16 of 19. I think it was the Broncos game or something. He had a perfect passer rating. People are like, okay, that doesn't count because he didn't have minimum such and such attempts. And it's just like, look at his total passing yards and look how close he is to Joe Burrow on 70 less attempts. I mean, that just shows you how efficient of a passer he is. If he was to throw more passes, I mean, he would be first by a long shot, according to that. So he's just really on another level this year. And, I see it in his eyes. I see it in his gameplay week to week. He's mad about losing in the AFC Championship, and he desperately wants to get back. And I hope that he does. The offense is really clicking. We got Zay Flowers, a top five, receiving yards wide receiver in the league now. Like, when has there ever been a Ravens that was like a Ravens receiver that was in the top five? I mean, I don't even think Marquise got there. Um, I don't know about Steve Smith. I don't know about Mike Wallace. Um, I don't know about Torrey Smith if he ever did. Kamar Aiken. No, I'm just playing. He certainly never did. Um, maybe I don't know about not even Anquan. I don't know. Maybe Derek Mason was probably the only Ravens wide receiver to like get into the top 10.
Maybe Michael Jackson.
Oh yeah, that was like 1999 or something. So, it's a special sight to see for Ravens fans and for Ravens wide receivers. It shows that, we developed good receivers, and Bateman not too far along. I think he's at 15 on the list. So the offense is rolling. Obviously Derrick Henry's doing his thing. He's well on his way to almost 2,000 rushing yards this year. He's just been integrated into the offense nicely. He wasn't very present in this game against the Bengals, but just him alone, just it means a lot. So, what are your opening thoughts about this game, whether on offense or defense?
Well, the only thing you could say about this defense is,
They suck.
I mean, yeah, that's a nice way to put it, but I mean, this offense, it took a while to get going. They had that one really good drive in the first half, but if there's one thing I've concluded about this defense and this team overall is that, this defense, I mean, they're just not good. And they might not become good. It might be too late. We're not in week 5. We're not in week 4. We're not in week 3. We're in week 10, going on week 11. It's about to be December soon. We're getting close to the playoffs.
Hmm.
At this point in the season, you're kind of are who you are. There
Hmm.
really is no changing. You can maybe tweak a few things here and there, but overall, you're not really changing the identity that you've set for yourself in 10 weeks through the season, especially where there's only 7 games left. So, but with that being said, while this defense is going to give up a lot of chunk plays, the one they could do what they did in this game, and that's cause a turnover that turns the tide of the game. That's all we need because that's all the Lamar and the offense needs is one spark. I sat here and complained to this day how I was pissed that in that championship game last year, how good our defense was and how many turnovers they caused. I don't think they caused one turnover in the playoffs, and I don't think they sacked Mahomes very much as well. So no fumbles, no picks, no nothing. And that to me, that was the biggest reason, one of the biggest reasons why we lost that game, in my opinion. Yeah, we got them three and outs, but you know, where we could have gotten turnovers in that championship game could have turned the tide of the game, honestly. And honestly, you saw it on the other side. They caused turnovers. They changed momentum in their hands, and that's exactly why we lost that game. But if we can do this right now, all the Ravens defense has to do at this point is literally just be average. We're not asking you to be 2023 Ravens defense. We're not asking you to be the 85 Bears. We're not asking you to be the 2000 Ravens defense. We're just asking you to just be serviceable, and make certain stops when certain stops be made. Even if you have already given up like 28 points, I couldn't get the words out there. Even if you have already given up 28 points or 35, like how you did to Burrow, make the stop like how you did in the 2-point conversion. Cause a turnover to get the ball back to the offense if the offense is starting off slow. Because I mean, while we love this high-powered offense, they can start slow sometimes. You're not going to start every game the same. You're just driving the field like how you were versus the Broncos or how you were versus the Bucks. Some games
Mhm.
are going to start slow. So, like I said, all the defense has got to do is cause turnovers because we know their identity right now. They're just miscommunication central, honestly. Miscommunications out of place. Guys don't know what they're doing. I mean, Marcus Williams looks like he's a rookie out there, man.
Oh yeah.
I mean, honestly, like, and maybe I'm reading into it wrong, but like, I don't know. Like that play to Jamar Chase, he just looked lost and he just stopped. And for him being a safety, he sure doesn't know how to take great angles to tackle guys. He sits there and waits for Chase to pretty much run past him and then starts running after him. Why aren't you tackling him right there? You were this last line of defense and you look like a doofus out there. So I don't know. I'm not in on Marcus Williams right now. He's played very poor ball for us. I don't know how many years he has left on his contract, but if this is his last year, then it's his last year,
Yeah.
so he's not played well at all. So like I said, the identity of this team is set for right now. It's high powered offense with a below average defense that occasionally can cause turnovers that can turn the tide of the game. So that's what's going to be needed for the rest of the season, and that's what's going to be needed and for the playoffs. Because we're going in a hostile environment next week in Pittsburgh, and we know how easily the Ravens have lost momentum in these games. I sat
Yeah.
back. I guess I'm gonna sit there and go. I'm gonna save that for the Steelers video, but what I'm about to say. So I'm gonna save that for the Steelers pregame video. But with the Ravens right now, they even said that the locker room in the game this past Thursday, it was still kind of down. I watched the Ravens Wired last night. It premiered last night, and you could definitely notice it. You could definitely see that they were happy they got a win, but they're not happy at how they got the win. So I guess I sound like I'm complaining more than I'm celebrating. I am happy that we won, but I don't know. I don't want us to be a ticking time bomb. Is what I'm trying to
Oh
say.
yeah. I agree. I agree. And we definitely gotta get that resolved, before the playoffs come. But honestly, it's too late to get it resolved. At this point, it just needs to be improving on a little bit better. I mean,
Yeah.
so
Like I said, just be average. You don't
yeah.
got to be exceptional at this point because we know you can't be. So just be average. That's all we're asking for.
Yeah.
So, and with Dean Pease on the roster now, I don't know how that's going to be. Because he loved giving up chunk plays. So, well, I mean, his defense, not him exactly, but anyways.
Yeah. But I guess we can get to those stats now.
All right. All right. Can you see my screen, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right, good. All right, you can read off the offense.
All
Well, I don't
right.
know why I said you can read off the offense like you don't already always do.
So Lamar Jackson had a great game, 25 of 33, 290 passing yards, 4 touchdowns, 0 sacks. Derrick Henry also chimed in 16 carries for 68 yards. He had 1 touchdown. Lamar
Look at
Jackson,
Justice Hill.
Oh, just two, negative two. But Lamar also added 33 yards onto that. Tylan Wallace, he's a breakout weapon. I think he's our secret sneaky weapon that, could be inserted into this offense. But he had an 86 or 84 or 86-yard touchdown reception in which he tiptoed down the line, kept his
Mm.
balance. Tylan Wallace, great play by him, the touchdown. Mark Andrews also had 6 receptions for 68 yards, 1 touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 6 receptions, 54 yards, 1 touchdown. Zay Flowers chimed in 4 receptions, 34 yards. And Nelson Aguilar had 1 reception for 6 yards. I bet Nelson Aguilar, I don't even think he has 200 receiving yards on the season yet. It's just funny reading his stat line sometimes. And Deontay Johnson also had 1 reception for 6 yards. Oh,
205.
205. He just
What
had
did
one.
he have last year? Did he have like 500?
It was something minuscule, like,
Oh, no, I wasn't 500. I was way off. 300.
oh,
He's actually doing better this year than he did last year. He probably got the 500 if he caught those balls in Pittsburgh last year.
yeah, oh yeah. He would have had multiple touchdowns too.
Yep. So, anyways, to read off the are you done with the offense?
Yep, I was done.
All right. To read off the defensive statistics now, Roquan Smith had 12 total tackles, 6 of them are solo. He is a QB hit. Trenton Simpson has 7 total tackles, 4 of them are solo. Marlon Humphrey has 5 total tackles, 5 of them are solo. He is a pass deflection, a QB hit, and a forced fumble. I believe Roquan was the one who recovered it. Um, Marcus Williams has 5 total tackles, 4 of them are solo. He has 1 tackle for loss. Brandon Stevens also has 5 total tackles, 4 of them are solo. He has a pass deflection. Namdi Madubuike, 5 total tackles, 3 of them are solo. 3 sacks. So I got my prediction right. You got your prediction right. Me and you both. I'm gonna
Yep,
start doing that now because if that's gonna be the case, then
it worked. Yep.
right. So 3 sacks, career high for him. 2 tackles for loss. That don't really make any sense. How do you have 3 sacks with 2 tackles for loss? Anyways, well, I guess this makes sense because I think the 1 sack was he got sacked at the line of scrimmage or something. Anyways, he had 3 QB hits. I believe he forced a fumble on Burrow as well, but I don't know if they called that one. But that's actually a great question. I want to see. Oh, they did.
Yep.
Nice. How did he have two? I don't remember the second one. Anyways, Kyle Hamilton, who did leave the game with the ankle sprain in this, he left it early. But he did practice this week, so or today, I should say. So he's maybe on track to play on Sunday versus Pittsburgh. But his stats before he got hurt: 4 total tackles, 2 of them are solo. He has 2 pass deflections. AD Washington has 3 total tackles, 3 of them are solo. He has 2 pass deflections and 1 QB hit. I don't even know who the hell this guy is. Josh Tupo.
To
Tupu? Tupu?
Yeah.
Well, he had 2 total tackles, 2 of them are solo. KVN has 2 total tackles, 1 of them are solo. He has a QB hit. Christian Welch has 2 total tackles as well, with one of them being solo. Odafe Owe and Tavius Robinson both have the same statistics, with Odafe Owe having 4 QB hits. Travis Jones has 2 total tackles, none of them are solo. He has 1 QB hit. Um, Job almost only guy making stats on here, I guess Ojabo. He has a QB hit, and Nate Wiggins has a pass deflection. Surprised Nate Wiggins didn't get any tackle. Anyways, probably gonna read over team stats now. The Bengals converted 27 first downs to our 20. They converted 21 passing first downs to our 14. They converted 2 rushing first downs to our 5. They had 4 first downs for penalties, and we had 1. They were 8 for 16 on third down, and the Ravens were 7 for 12. The Bengals were 2 for 4 on fourth down. Should be like 0 for 4, I should say. Um, Total plays: the Bengals ran 75 total plays to the Ravens 58. They had 470 total yards to our 389 on 11 drives to our 12. 6.3 yards per play to our 6.7. You already read off the passing stats. Rushing, I guess you read that off as well. Oh man, we got under 100, so that breaks our streak. So that kind of
Just
sucks. I think it was a kneel down too. That's the
yeah, I
funny
saw
part.
that. Yep.
So, anyways, on a red zone, the Bengals were 3 for 3, and we were 4 for 4. They had 3 penalties for 23 yards to our 11 for 81. They held the ball for longer, for 31 minutes and 35 seconds to our 28 minutes and 25 seconds. So this offense continues to stay on pace, with being historic. They are scoring 35 points on 58 plays. I mean, they're running 20 less plays than the Bengals and still winning the game. Like, that's just impressive. I think we can kind of say that they've kind of escaped two Bengals losses. You
Hmm.
know, they really could have lost both of those games. They really could have, and I don't know. I think the one game earlier this year versus the Bengals, that is one of the luckiest Ravens ones I've ever seen.
Oh yeah.
Like, just because of the missed field goal and stuff, like that was one of the luckiest ones I've ever seen. And look, they missed maybe a holding call in the end zone, for the 2 point conversion. But I want to touch on this for 1 second. But Mike Gesicki, this man, how do I say this nicely? I'm not gonna say it nicely. He is a bitch. I'm sorry. Excuse my language, but Jesus Christ, this dude flops and cries for a foul all night. Every single pass that was thrown at him, he is turning around like, "Where's the flag? Where's the flag for?" And what makes it more embarrassing is was Darius Washington was on him on those few plays. Darius Washington is very undersized for a safety, for a defensive player in general, and you're getting clamped down, and you're complaining for a flag. God, God, he is so irritating. Bisecki is the Mahomes of the tight ends when it comes to complaining to the officials. Because Jesus Christ, he just would not shut up. He just would not shut up. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and I saw some clips of that too, and he's always doing that gritty dance. That's
Yeah,
so
he needs
outdated.
to he needs to stop. He looks like a dork.
Yeah, so the Ravens can't be having guys gritty on us like that, especially at home. But
At least Chase knows how to.
yeah, yeah, at least Chase knows how to, but he also knows how to torch us, and he's been doing that in the last three matchups.
Yeah,
So, well, more like the last two. So hopefully the Ravens defense can sort of get it together. Has been the main talk, leading up all week is the defense. Zach Orr talking about the defense, saying that they're just coming up short and, having embarrassing performances. I think Roquan said that as well. So,
yeah,
the defense really, really, really has to start locking in.
yeah,
We're probably not going to see much personnel switches, but we're just gonna have to work with what we got. You
yeah,
know, gotta lock you in. But
yeah.
is there any other things you want to add?
Just I love the bank at night. I think they had LED lights on the stairways. I don't
Mm,
know if you noticed that. That was really nice. It's one of the first NFL teams to do that. So that was pretty lit. That was pretty cool. So M&T Bank always lights up. The helmets were beautiful. The uniforms were. I mean, we've seen the uniforms. They were the color rushed uniforms, but they were beautiful. And a beautiful performance from the offense. So. Glad we got the win. Glad we're 7-3. Swept the Bungles and sent them to 4-6.
that's what we did, and hey, I'm glad too. Let's do it to the Steelers next. But I think that's all we got for you guys today tonight in this video. Make sure you follow and subscribe to our social medias, our Instagram, our TikTok, our Twitter. Jared's making some great content and graphics on Instagram, so make sure you check that out. Show us some love. Also our Twitter, make sure you check that out. We'll be having live game updates and also our opinions, on the games and on any Ravens and Orioles rumors on there, especially with the winter meetings coming up. Um, and also our second channel, Casual Cinema. We will be getting some content on there pretty soon. Make sure you check that out. But that's all we got for you guys today. For Bird Spray Sports, TJ and Jared, and we're out.
All right.